Hey everybody, welcome to TPG's world. It's me, TPG. I just wanted to see how you were doing and chat with everybody and find out what the hell this car's honking at me about behind me. But I just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know where I've been all this time. A lot's been going on, so I don't want to give 1,000 excuses in my life, but yeah, I've just been so incredibly, crazily busy that I've been, dealing with this medication and then switching my life around and things like that. It's been a really crazy adventure, but the medicine seems to be doing a lot better and working a little bit better. So I think that's good. My therapist says that she notices I'm not as depressed and stuff as I used to be. So I don't feel like it's working, but I guess, I feel different, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. I don't feel as bad as I did, but I still feel blah sometimes. But I think we all go through that emotionally. But other than that, that's pretty much where I've been doing that. I'm doing another play, which I went straight from Steel Magnolias into Marvelous Wonderettes, and then I'm going into another show in September that I just got cast in, that I'm going to be acting in, actually, and into another place. So I'm just boom, 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 back and forth. It's been a lot, but theater's my love. It's my passion. It's what I do. It's what I love. It's one of my favorite things in the world. It's my safe spot, my safe haven. So I'm really excited about doing more theater, getting theater back into my life and it being a part of my life. It is one of the things that keeps me happy, that gets me going. I don't get to act often. The last time I actually acted was in Hairspray, so this is going to be fun to come back. I'm actually going to be co-directing one that I'm going to be playing a part in, and then I'm going to be directing another one that I'm actually playing a part in that one as well. So that's going to be kind of cool as well, guys. I'm going to head to Wendy's and get me something to drink because I am so thirsty. So I'm going to be doing that as well. So that's going to be a new and interesting, I'm also very hungry. I haven't had dinner. It's going to be a new and exciting thing for me to be doing. I've never directed something and been in it at the same time. But I'm doing the play Sordid Lives, which is one of my favorite funny comedies. I'll be playing the role of Brother Boy. I'll explain all of this later on about the show and who it is, and then I'll be directing a Christmas show that I directed years ago. I directed the show in one theater, and then I played in the show in another theater. So this time I'm playing the same role I played and directing the show I did. So that's going to be an interesting thing for the show. What else have I been up to? School's going okay. My job's going okay. We only got about 4 more weeks until school is out. I'm looking at working at summer school so that I can get that debt paid off to the IRS. I want to get that paid off, and then I want to move on to some other projects. But I found out that Gypsy went to the doctor, and Gypsy got a clean bill of health. They said she's doing better. She was showing her kidneys are functioning at normal. But the medicine that they want her to take for her life is $80 a bottle. So it's going to be a little costly, plus $25 for the stuff that they said she's going to have to stay on pretty much all of her life, the liquids. But I'm going to do what I can to keep her alive and everything. Because, you can't keep your dog alive forever, but I'm going to do what I can. I feel like, I don't have a lot of money for vets and stuff, and they've gone up so high. Like this place I took her, they used to give excellent vet care, and they were really reasonable, and that's why I took her there. And now they've gone up so incredibly high. Like all of my dogs used to get the best service there, and it was not that expensive. So that's why I started taking them there, and now it's like ridiculous how much they want just to see these dogs and stuff, and it's like awful, So I try to give my dogs the best life I can give them, like good food. I get stuff from Chewy for my dogs. I feel like if you're going to have animals, you have to take good care of them. I try to get them to the vet all the time. Ollie was limping. I took him to the vet. They said he pulled a tendon. There wasn't much they could do. So I ended up getting him. I was giving him bear aspirin for children, but then I read that wasn't the best thing. So I actually went to the pet store and found, it's like an aspirin for dogs. It's actually for dogs, and I found it. And I gave him that, and so he's been doing a lot better with that. He takes it every 12 hours. So that's going on. Waffles has had some issues here lately. gotten kind of grumpy. She bit Ollie the other day and made him bleed, and so I had to take care of that. And I don't know if it's a jealousy thing with her or whatever, but I hate to say this, guys, but I don't know how much longer she's going to be able to stay with me if she's going to be attacking other dogs. But then I feel like if I took her anywhere else, you know, of course they'd put her down because she's violent. They would say that she's violent, and she's not violent. Per se, you know, not to where she would deserve to be put down. I think that she would have to go live with somebody who just has one dog, and that would be her, and no one else. I think she would, if I had to get rid of her, that's what I would do, because I refuse to let it be on my heart that I gave her like to the pound or something and she was put down. I could never. I've had Waffle since she was 3 seconds old. You know, I saw her. I've had the dog forever, and I don't even want to think about even having to get rid of her. But if things don't change a little bit, she's gonna have to, because it's gotten way out of control right now. And bless her heart, there's not much, you know. I don't know. I think it's just a jealousy thing with Waffles. You know, Lulu, her mom, is such a demanding dog. Like, you can barely pet any other dog where she's not jumping up, and she acts like she never has any attention and stuff. And so you kind of have to back up and say, Lulu, you know, let me have the other dogs. And I think what happened, like the night she attacked Gypsy, was it was dark. It scared her in the dark, and I think that she jumped on Gypsy because she was scared. And then I think with Ollie the other night, it was kind of the same thing. He scared her, and so she kind of jumped. But you know, at the same time, it's not proper. It's not right what's going on. Don't get me wrong at all. It's not right at all to be doing any of this. But you know, anyway, that's a story for another day. Hopefully, you know, just keep her in your prayers. Things are gonna get better. You know, when it happens, she's put in her kennel and she's locked. You know, I close the door and let her sit in there kind of. And when she does it, it's funny. She actually goes straight to her kennel. Her kennel's got like her calm down room a lot, and she kind of stays in that kennel, and so that's where she goes. I call it her spot. And so but I lock the door when she's bad. When she's bad, I lock the door and I let her stay in there. When she did Ollie, I let her stay in there overnight. She has blankets in there, pillows, the whole 9 yards. So she's, you know, and the next day I let her out to go to the bathroom, and she has food. Now, I don't ever keep her locked in there all day long during the daytime because I'm not home and it's hot and I don't want her in there by herself. But she has spent the night in there before, but it's always cool and stuff when she spent the night. You know, it's not, but that's a punishment. Normally her door is open at all times so she can go in there, but she goes in there herself and she acts up. It's like she knows it's become very much her calm down spot, and I call it her, you know, like she'll do something wrong and she'll go straight there. And she gets very angry if anybody goes near it. Like, it's like she reminds you of a little kid that like needs to calm down and go to his calm down corner. That's exactly like what she acts like. So funny. But yeah, so other than that, the play that I'm doing is going wonderful. It's really good. It's a show that I've done before called The Marvelous Wonderettes. I did it about 3 years ago. I don't know if you guys remember when I was doing it. It's such a cute show. It's a great show. I really love it. I'm sorry guys, I have been AWOL basically the whole last couple months. I've just been AWOL. I really want to get back into YouTube, guys, and I really do. And my therapist has actually recommended that I get back into YouTube because she thinks that me having an area to vent at and stuff is a good thing for me. But it's very hard, you know, at times. Like I'm exhausted right now. I'm gonna stop, get me a little burgers and munch on, which I don't like to eat this late at night because it just turns into fat. And a little milkshake or something to drink real quick. But then I'm gonna go home and go to sleep because I'm really tired. And so it's like the worst thing. But I'm only gonna get a small little tiny hamburger just because I'm feeling kind of queasy from my sugar. But yeah, so that's pretty much where my life is, guys. I promise I'm going to try to do better on YouTube. I know I have a lot of people out there that watch me. I got a letter. Somebody asked me when I'm coming back to TikTok. That's another thing. TikToks take less time to make, really, honestly, than YouTube does. But it's just having time to do it because I was telling this to somebody the other day. When I get in my bed at night to go to sleep, the first thing I do is I watch TikTok. And I'm thinking I could make a TikTok while I'm laying in my bed, but I get so wrapped up into watching other people that have all this amazing content that I watch and I support. And TikTok is only, TikTok's only like 3 minutes long or whatever. It's like a 20-minute vlog or something. So you can hit a couple likes and leave a quick comment and move on you can watch so many people in a 30-minute period versus how you can on YouTube. So I get more wrapped up into watching people on TikTok than I do actually making TikTok videos. The ones I've made I've enjoyed, but like I said, it's just very it's not that I say it's hard. It's not hard at all for me because, like I said, of the two venues, it's the easiest one to do is TikTok. which is why people put out so much content on TikTok. And I know in order to be successful on TikTok, they say you gotta do like 7 a day or something like that. But I would never have time to do that. I barely have time to do one, but I get so wrapped up into watching, because there's some great, TikTok is like one of my favorite things in the world, and it's become one of my favorite things to watch. And there's, you know, it's awesome. And YouTube is still always going to be my heart. You know, I know a lot of people, I got into an argument with somebody recently about TikTok versus YouTube or whatever. YouTube's always been my platform. Now YouTube's a lot stricter than it is. I think there's a lot more. There's hate on both. There's hate on both. Hold on a second, guys. Let's order this real quick. Hang on, guys, because I want to talk about this. Hang on. 1 second, guys. 1 second. So there's a lot more hate on YouTube, I think, than on TikTok. But there's hate on both. But I think that it gets worse on YouTube because people can attack you harder on attack you harder on YouTube than they can on TikTok, because on TikTok you can actually... Hi, how are you today? Can I get a junior bacon cheeseburger with no onions, please? And can I get a small Frosty and a small Sprite? That's it. And this Frosty, can it be swirled chocolate vanilla?
I only have chocolate.
That's fine. Chocolate will work then. That's perfectly fine. Yay. Thank you. Okay, so anyway, I'm back, guys. So it's been a different venue. I'm sorry. So
Junior bacon, small chocolate. What else?
And a small Sprite.
I'm sorry, I only have right now.
Don't worry about it. Just get me this the Frosty.
Okay.
Thank you. And no onions on that burger. Thank you. Lord, y'all, this is the craziest thing about going to drive-thrus nowadays. Like, these people that work in these drive-thrus, they just don't care sometimes. And it's like, they usually get your order wrong. I went somewhere the other day, they completely gave me the wrong food. I went to another one the other day, because the thing I hate about it, I'm trying to lose weight, which you see I'm not doing a very good job, but is because I have to, when I travel, like to do plays and stuff, I eat so much fast food that it's crazy. It's hard to diet eating fast food. But after this plays over, when summer comes, before next school year, I'm going to try to live a little healthier lifestyle and eat a little bit differently along the way, like getting salads from the fast food places and stuff like that. But it's been, I stress eat an awful lot. I think I've talked about that before. So, you know, it's hard to be healthy and not stress eat. But anyway, I'm going to try to stress eat healthier foods and go back like I was doing, where I'm eating a lot more yogurts and cheese and things like that are good for me, versus what's not good for me, like a lot of carbs and a lot of drinking diet sodas and things like that. But anyway, Frosty's in the middle of the night, you know, hey, whatever. It's actually 9:30. It's not the middle of the night, but you know what I mean. But so what I was saying about TikTok, see, this is where I go. You can tell my ADHD voice, it's wearing off. Basically, you know, on TikTok, if you attack people, you can get kicked off. Your channel gets taken down. TikTok will take your channel down. They don't care. They're like very strict on that, and they're very adamant about that, which I like, because it does keep a lot of the hate out. It keeps, you know, but the thing is on TikTok, the problem is, like, Shannon one time was doing a live and she prayed for somebody, and the next thing she knows, she gets a letter that she's banned from, you know, doing lives for a certain amount of time. And so sometimes all you gotta do is have one person or two people report you, and they'll take your channel down, or they'll ban you from your lives or whatever. So that's kind of stupid to me. I don't really like that part of TikTok, because I think that's a little bit childish to block somebody for doing certain things. Now, if the host is like cursing or yelling at people or cussing people out, then yes, by all means, I think you should. But I think that you should be a little more choosy in what you choose to have people ban their channels for. You know, it's people have been getting channels. TikTok's been really bad at banning some channels lately, and I don't know why they have been doing that, but they have been really super bad at that. Where YouTube, I think it takes an act of God sometimes to get your channel banned. I know somebody that just recently got their channel banned. Thank you. They should have had their channel banned like years ago, but they finally did get banned. But it took like an act of God to get this person banned, and this person was like one of the most vile people I've ever known on YouTube, as far as like the things that they would say about people and stuff like that. And finally got their channel taken down. You know, all of their channels got taken down. Thank you. Have a great night. Can I have a straw? Can I have a spoon? Yeah, give me a spoon. Can I have a spoon? I mean, it was like Anyway, spoon, a straw. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Straw. Spoon, nothing. Straw. But her, taking somebody's channel down. I don't think, I hate that people lose their channel, especially when YouTube is their source of income or whatever. But I also don't think that YouTube should be a way to hurt people, or to call people's jobs and really just create that kind of drama. I don't think anybody deserves to have their job called or their livelihood destroyed. I don't believe in that. I believe that, I'm a hard worker. I work 2 jobs. We all work, and I don't believe in livelihoods being destroyed or lives being destroyed because of social media. That's why you have to be very careful what you say on social media, which is why I'm very careful about certain things that I say on social media, because I don't need that to be brought up or thrown up in my life. With that being said, it gets into this whole crazy world of, he said, she said, people kind of acting fool, but it works out. But TikTok, I love TikTok, guys. I love TikTok. I watch YouTube will probably flag this one because I mentioned TikTok. I'm sure it'll come to that. But YouTube has got some strict rules lately on what you can and can't say. Like during the pandemic, you couldn't say, during the pandemic, you couldn't say certain words. Things like that. It was kind of crazy. Very crazy. For a while, you couldn't say subs, or you got banned. If you say bus, get on the bus. You couldn't ask people to sub. You couldn't talk about your subs. So there's a lot of crazy rules, but I think they've kind of changed a little bit now. But I'm glad that they are really getting rid of a lot of the hate on YouTube. It takes a while, and I think that YouTube, versus TikTok, I think YouTube has to experiment for a while and really check it out, see what's going on. And they decide what they're going to do. But it was years. I've seen some people that still have channels that I wonder why they still have them, But yeah, I love me some TikTok. Please go and join my TikTok if you're not on my TikTok, because I do want to get to 1,000 so I can go live. I'm at 800 and something, so I'm almost there. But I do want to go live on TikTok. They're going to be fun. And I do like doing lives with you guys, of course. And thanks for riding with me home. Now I'm on my way home. This is kind of the but we just passed the downtown area of my town. This is kind of where I just drive around, and I'm on my way home now. I work tomorrow at school, then I go home and work at Target all night, and then I go home, and I'm going to have my house to myself this weekend, so I'm going to have fun. And see what's going on and just chill out. Might have a friend over, hang out a little bit, or go to a play. I don't know what I'm going to do. Honestly, I'll probably just stay home and watch TV. To be honest with you, I'll probably just stay home and watch TV. But I'm gonna work as much as I can over the summer. I'm gonna get my debt paid off, my house taxes paid off, and my taxes paid off to the FBI, to the IRS, and then get my car paid off, and I'll be kind of done from there. But it'll work itself out in the end. I'll get it all taken care of. God will provide. God sent me 2 angels that made a really wonderful donut. Helped me out in a great way. That helped me out. And those 2 people will never know how much it means to me that they came in at a time when I really needed them and helped me out. Crap, I just spilled my own whole bag, guys. But I love them both very dearly. They know who they are. I'm not going to call them out because they didn't want to be called out publicly like that. But I love them both, and they know I love them, and I appreciate them doing that for me. They will never know how much it meant. At a time, I recently had reached an all-time low as far as finances went. Craziness. Oh my gosh, story time. I hope you watch this video to hear my funny story. I'll probably, actually, you know what, I'm going to save this. I'm going to save story time for another video. But this will get kind of long. But I'll save story time for a whole other video. But I do want to tell you about this funny story that happened. So I will make another video tomorrow and tell you all about this funny story, because it is hysterical. It is a typical Bradley day. A typical day in the life of Bradley. But anyway, guys, I love you. I'll let you go now. I'm giving you a video to watch. Thank you for supporting me. If you are new, please make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button. Give me some likes. Leave a comment. I love to read my comments. I do answer them back. Also, if you want to make a donation, feel free to leave it at my PayPal or my Cash App, whatever. And if you'd like to do that, also check out my merchandise. I actually have on I've worn it years. I have on my Hating is a Disease shirt that I sell on my website, and I wore it to school today. And everybody's like, oh my God, where'd you get that shirt? Where'd you get that shirt? It's so great. So they might be getting some, I don't know, but everybody's like, oh my God, I love your shirt. And I'm like, yeah, thank you. It's my quote. So yeah, with that being said, check it all out. Get you some merchandise. You know, whatever you want to do, just whatever you want to do to support my channel, support me. And also make sure that you show love to anybody on YouTube that you love. If you have people that you watch, please make sure you watch them. You know, if you can't watch them all the time, try to watch them as much as possible. Because every little like and view, they work hard. And being a content creator myself, I know exactly what they go through. And there's a lot of work. So, and there's people who do even more than I do, videos every day and edit and stuff like that. So please make sure that you show anybody you love a lot of love. And when you do watch their channel, make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you always leave a like. Always like it, you know, if nothing else. And sometimes it is hard to leave a comment. Sometimes I'll go through and I'll hit a like, and they'll be like, oh, you didn't watch my channel. Like, actually, I did watch your video. I just didn't comment on everything, you know. I was busy, but, you know. But I always leave a like, always. And even if you leave a comment, say, hey, you know, so they know you watched it, if you can do that. But if not, just, like I said, leave a like. All right, guys, I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.